Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday. Monday meaning it's his favorite day of the week, my worst. So I don't know why that is, but I'm Lonnie. That's Brian. This is the LB hour, and it may last for half an hour. You never know how with Zoom. However, we're here for you, and we'd love to have you sit in and listen to our discussion of the birds, the bees, and whatever comes across our knees because we never know what exactly we're going to get into. Um, if you like this stuff, please feel free to subscribe and make any comments down below. Tell us the answers to your questions because I often have so many questions that, there's kind of mind boggling little things that I give Brian, but I would love to have your answers as well. So please add them below. How are you this morning, Brian?
Good, and there's a reason I always love Mondays.
And that's because?
That's because, well, I'm a Catholic, and it turns out the Virgin Mary was born on a Monday.
Really?
Third Monday of the month.
That's amazing. I did not know that. Sometimes you have to test his knowledge on things because no matter what it is, he knows an answer for it.
It's the third Monday right now, so of March. She was born March 15th.
Yes, and I think that the potatoes come out on Mondays, I do believe as well. Those are the Idahos of Ides of March. Bad joke, I can't say it. There you go. Anyway, yeah.
Ides of March, Mary's birthday. That's a pretty good day to start the week.
It is. There you go. Well, happy Monday to you then, sir. I don't know what is that spring forward. We sprang forward yesterday an hour, and I didn't get any springing in my step at all. Actually, I'm dragging my butt behind me now because
wow.
Yesterday it seems like although I will admit that I woke up like 2 o'clock in the morning and watched a movie, and then went back to bed like 5 o'clock in the morning or something.
Show you something. Sorry to interrupt.
No, show me what's scary in your world. Sun's shining and stars are great.
Did you see it?
I saw somebody walk by.
Police car.
Oh, it's a police car parked right in front of your house.
Yeah, but he's going to the neighbors. So.
Wow.
I hope everything's okay. I thought it was me. He pulls right up in front of my house, but that would have been cool, but it didn't happen.
Well, it would be cool if they knocked on your door and arrested you for something.
That would not be cool.
Live folks right then there, Brian.
Yeah.
Go to jail. That's kind of funny.
That's why I need that's why I need a camera hooked up to this. I could have shown you a nice shot. It's a nice police car, very nice car actually. But I really had nothing I've done lately, so it was it was nice. I don't think that's for me, but
well, they are just finally getting back to picking people up for things they did 5 years ago.
I haven't done anything illegal as far as I know for decades. As far as that the police would be interested in.
I might say other, but we'll go with that.
Well, he's leaving now, so all's good.
He just dropped a little implant in your door,
Well, he went to the neighbor. He didn't even come to my door. So.
Well, maybe it was bad news to the neighbor. That's sad. So.
Yeah, now he's going back to the neighbors. This is getting pretty good. He's got a clipboard with some papers on it. So it's kind of nice to see the police at work in front of my house.
Now, look.
Good time not to get robbed right now. Nobody's going to rob me now.
Right. Yeah, I know. Small neighborhoods it's thank goodness. Actually, I'd say stuff doesn't happen in my neighborhood very often. However, the oddity of this actually about a year and a half ago, and I'm in a pretty decent neighborhood as well, I think. But the cops, there's a whole bunch of cops in the morning, and 6 o'clock in the morning, Chandler wakes up, my son, and his bedroom, he's watching out the bedroom, and the cops side tackle a girl on a bike. And they just take her down, and I think she was hurt in unit, but she was carrying some stuff she had stolen. Now, the irony of this whole thing is that she had stole it and had broken into the car of multiple cars. I'll say multiple cars.
Wow.
But she had started her spree on the other side of the hill of Columbia Heights, like many miles away over this giant hill, at my sister's house.
Wow.
She broke into my sister's boyfriend's truck, and then somehow or another robbed all these other cars. It ended up right in front of my car, in front of my house.
Jeez.
It's crazy. And the cops busted her like 6 o'clock in the morning. Just tackled her, man, right off a bike. She stole a car over there, and had broken into some other cars, but then
Wow.
ended up on a bicycle, apparently ran out of gas somewhere, and then they took her down right there. It was quite interesting. You never know what you're gonna get sometimes. And
You
then,
never know. That's true.
other than that, I mean, my neighborhood's been pretty secure. We had some young punks go through here and try to go through some cars at one time, but other than that, nobody. There's never been much of a police around here at all in my neck of the woods. So that's good, I think. But there's a lot of dogs and animals about here too, so people don't really, if you come around here, you're gonna hear some chicken bark at you, or a dog, he bark at you. So they don't really let it just people don't just sneak by. Put it that way.
Yeah. Well, I have something here. We're talking about, you're in Longview, Washington right now, but I did some digging, went to TripAdvisor, and this is top attractions in Longview, Texas. Check that out. They got a Veterans Plaza. They got the Borman Trail.
When I was more in the business world, it appeared that Longview, people from Longview, Texas, they'd contact me constantly up to Longview, Texas, and say, how can we help you, yada, yada, yada. And they would try to sell to me. And I was like, where are you at? And they're like, we're in Longview. I'm like, no, you're not. Not in the same Longview I am.
Well, you see, number 4 is LeTourneau University, and it's for students that want to marry their teachers. That was a good joke.
Touche.
Mary Jane LeTourneau.
I know.
Yeah, it took a minute. I didn't know. You haven't laughed.
Billy Flau, smile. Billy Flau and Mary Kay LeTourneau. Actually,
check that out. Betty's Antiques is top 10.
I lived in Seattle when the Betty, whatever her name is, LeTourneau, and the William Flau, that happened. So
yeah, I remember that. That was wild stuff. They followed that for years.
Yeah, he was 12 or 13 when I started. Right, 12.
Really?
Mary Kay LeTourneau, a very pretty girl, and I think for some odd reason I would like to. I don't want to say. Did she die?
Who, Mary J. LeTourneau? I don't think so.
Mary Kay LeTourneau, I think for some odd reason.
Mary Kay.
I think in particular she may have. Something happened here in the last year or two with her. Which is sad because they were together.
I think they got divorced. I don't think that she died, but it's possible.
Well, the thing is, they were together for like 20 years after that.
Yeah, it was quite a marriage, actually. It turned out it worked for a while.
Yeah.
So Longview, Texas looks like it has interesting things, and I wanted to show you what they're talking about here. Here's what they show in our neck of the woods.
Oh yeah, love the Ape Caves.
Stageworks Northwest. Look at that.
Sacagawea. What's that?
Stageworks Northwest.
Oh yeah, 4 stars, and that should be opening up very soon. I am actually.
Yeah, they got five stars.
5 stars. I am highly anticipating going to theaters again. I mean, going to those plays. I'm going to buy a season pass for probably that and for the Columbia Theater if I can.
Yeah. Well, this is a good place or a good post to send people to, because TripAdvisor, they do that for every city, but there's a lot of cool stuff. So Northwest
Well,
Echo,
the one thing about that one right there, you do when you change that for the Couts flea market they have back there. I'm not quite certain.
that's still on there.
Yeah, and the Highlands Baptist Church. I may recommend. I don't know, to each their own. But if I was
Yeah, they want to have
there,
something for everybody. They don't just want to be like elitist and stuff. You want to show all phases of the town.
I get that, but the sites and landmarks and the Highlands Baptist Church has probably been here for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
would
and
be.
it's just a place to see when you come here, in history. It's got a lot of history, so that's cool.
Yeah, I would be like, I wouldn't. I'm not sure if that's where I'd want to. That's in a rough neck of the neighborhood. Rough neck of the neighborhood for sure.
Well, I don't think they expect you to just immediately go. I think they think you're smart enough to look into it. Now
What
here's
is it?
Kelso. Here's Kelso.
Wait, right back there.
What's that?
Right back here on number 14
We'll go
is
back.
Herbs and D's. What is that?
Herbs and D's. Okay, I don't know if I might have lost that.
Oh, I'm seeing. My page right here shows that Highlands Baptist Church still and stuff right there. And
But yeah, this is TripAdvisor. You got to send stuff in.
Yeah, but there's what is Urban D's, so I'm not quite certain.
This is the other long view right here. Okay, so you wanted to see, what was the thing you were questioning on the long view?
It's gone now. Actually, you had
I'm trying to find it again. Once you, they never come back.
You had a page with all the long view stuff in it.
Oh, Urban D's. Okay, I found it.
What is Urban D's?
I'm gonna.
Never heard of it, being that I've been here most of my life.
I've never heard of it either. I'm gonna try to look at it. Try to get it up there for you. I was rolling pretty good, and then that Herb and D's crap. Is this it? Yeah, Herb and D's break room. Doesn't say much about it. Herb and D's break room. Let's look it up. What is this? Do you know D? I think you know D.
I know how.
You said you knew a gal named D that lived in town.
Well, I do know a D, but I don't know anybody that owns a restaurant. Nah, it's gotta be her. No, there's more than one D, and it should be called House, because Howdy's. See, Howdy's would be okay, right? Yeah. Urban D's. Never heard of Urban D. That's weird.
If anybody knows Herb and D's, it sounds interesting. Sounds like there may be a marijuana reference, but I don't know.
It could. It definitely could. Herb and D. Yeah, that might be a newer one that I know of. Yeah, but there are things to do here in town, and they're opening up each day.
Well, we took a look at both long views, so we're going to look at the two Kelsos here, and one of them's in Scotland. And so Kelso, Scotland, this is kind of cool looking town. They got like a castle looking tower.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what
the races are awesome.
The races there?
Yeah, they have a horse races, incredible in Ireland. It's one of the greatest things in Ireland is the horse races. Soccer too, of course.
I don't know if horse races is even allowed in America anymore. Strange.
I think they're still going strong in Scotland, but they may be shut down right now for the pandemic, but they'll be back, and they have a war memorial. It's kind of cool. And they have the St. Andrew's Scottish Episcopal Church and a farmer's market. So they got a lot of stuff there. I like it. It sounds like a cool place. I'd like to go there.
So the Longview sister city is actually in Longview, Japan.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
That might be worth a fact check right there. Longview, Japan. I thought it was called something else. I met some people in town that were from the sister city, and they said it was called something else.
Well,
they had a different name.
Yeah, maybe, but the Longview sister city is in Japan anyways.
Yeah, I think Kelso too.
Because, they had some, I was asked to possibly be the president at one time, and I was like, I don't speak Japanese,
Oh, yeah.
And I said,
had a bunch of the people, though. They came over, and they're at the Monticello. Then they were at the Kelso tree lighting. It was pretty cool. Met all the sister city people from both sister cities, I believe.
Yeah, it was. I would have been, because I was the ambassador of the year a couple times, and and of the Cowlitz County, so they basically asked me to do that. I said I wouldn't mind. I just didn't know Japanese. I felt bad about that. And I honestly at the time didn't think I had enough money to go visit Japan, because they want you to do that. They want you
Well,
to do
yeah, I can't afford right now to go to Japan, or I'm not interested right now. But the sister cities in Longview, or at least the one in Longview, Texas, might make it. I might make it there. It
Yeah,
looked pretty good. It looked okay.
well,
I don't know if I'd ever go, but
well, now I can probably afford it, but I just don't
yeah.
know if. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it. Matter of fact, you get me looking at this now. I'm kind of interested as far as the whether or not or what is our sister city and which Japan.
Well, I like how TripAdvisor at least gives you some information that people send in. So we did Longview, Texas, Longview, Washington, Kelso, Scotland, and now let's see if Kelso, Washington has one, and they do. Number one they're given there is the Cowlitz County Historical, but it's 4.5 stars. The river itself gets 5.
Woo, woo, yeah.
Yeah, a couple churches get 5s. People are liking it. Puzzle Quest gets a 5. Scooter's Bar and Grill made the list. Not sure how, but that's great. Great for
Yeah.
Scooters and the Lone Fur.
But
That's
sadly
funny.
enough, there needs to be something else there besides bars and churches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But right now the cinema is on there, but the cinema is even closed at this time, so temporarily.
Yeah, the museum, that's people need to send stuff in. If you like something here, like you like something, send it in to TripAdvisor. They'll put it on there if you meet the qualifications.
I think the Kelso Theater Pub should be on there. Is it on there? I didn't see it, but
I didn't see it in the top 10 or 15, but yeah, so people, citizens like us need to, contact TripAdvisor and let them know what we got. If you don't like what's not on there, send some in. But it's just cool to see other cities, especially like it's funny with the same name.
yeah, no doubt about it. And I think Kelso is, like I said, it's got a more richer history actually. I don't know, rich. It's definitely what is it? 1880? No,
1889. So yeah, 1889.
no, that's good. And then next year, of course, Longview will be celebrating its almost. I love it. You just say no, it's not. Well, it's supposed to be.
They celebrated last year because they accidentally made a calendar for the celebration, so they just did it. It was all virtual. There was a parade and everything.
And that's the virtual parade is pretty cool. I'll make our own little float and score it by the TV.
2023, they're gonna have a 1-year party, man. It's gonna be the whole year. 2023, 100 years of Longview.
Yeah, well, actually, we need to work on that, and I need to get on that myself, actually, because I need to find out what's going on with the downtowners and if I can help or if we need to what we're doing. So I should know more about that. But this last year, it's put me in a kind of in a funk like everybody else. You just are we still afloat? Are we still viable?
Well, they'll be meeting again. Meetings are going to start happening in the next few months, probably May or June, possibly. So
I hope so.
That'll be exciting. I believe so, from what I've seen on the news and talked to people that are in the know.
Yeah, well, I will tell you this. I am kind of bummed out because my plans for visiting Italy this summer may have just gotten squashed because they just went on a massive lockdown this morning because apparently they had a massive breakout again, which sucks. I mean, doesn't mean that they can't have it quarantine and so forth by June or whatever, or August sometime. But
I don't know. It sounds like they went backwards. They may be another year. I don't know what they did.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. They probably relaxed everything like we have done here, actually. And I will admit, this last weekend I had a friend from out DC in the source, which means I went out for a little bit and we went around, and I didn't go out and get right people's faces that aren't people I don't know, but still, it was a little more. Even you thought you might have had COVID.
Well, it was weird after I got the vaccination. Then my back started to hurt. I got hot and I felt like I had a fever Saturday night. Yeah, it was crazy, but it could even be psychological because when I get a flu shot, I get the flu. So,
Well, then all of a sudden you
getting
realize,
flu
folks, it
shots.
was Saturday Night Fever.
Well,
That's what you do.
yeah, exactly. I looked up a bunch of stuff, and it said that's good if you have some of these symptoms. That means it's working. So,
If you start dancing like John Travolta, you know it's good. You know you're good. Saturday Night Fever. Which, by the way, I want to
tough
watch that
night,
show again.
man. That was a tough night. I watch a UFC fight, and it ends after a round and a half because of an eye poke. So it's like shit just wasn't working.
Yeah, I think, but I would like to watch the movie again, Saturday Night Fever, because I haven't seen it for
A good one.
ever. You know, all the '70s movies. Actually, I couldn't get over the bell bottoms, and I really hated it for a long time. But now that they're coming back, I think I'll probably probably watch them now. I just did not get into disco. You know, the day the disco died, right? What
Yeah.
day did the disco die? When was that?
The what? The disco diet?
When did what day did what day did the disco die?
It was in '79. It might have been July. We don't need to talk about that. It's a dark time.
No, we don't.
The
No, we
idiots
don't.
won. That's when the idiots won, man. They won big.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
why do you care enough to destroy a genre of music? That seems like a sick. That's Hitler crap because he destroyed art.
yeah, well, and that's what some people try to do today nowadays. You know, it's like,
Oh yeah, cancelers, man. It's terrible.
yeah. I mean, I'm all for some things, and
Yeah, but you know what? When you cancel,
cancellation.
when you cancel somebody, their art still lives. You can't take away their art. It's
Yeah,
still
no,
out
for sure. For certain, I
They
agree
can
100%.
keep it themselves. They can, you can publicize your own stuff. So you can't really destroy art like that anymore, like Hitler did.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I mean, you know, it's like if you this cancel culture, I'm not opposed to making light of things, not light of things, but making, you know, bringing it up and saying, hey, by the way, did you see this? What we were paying attention to, what we liked back in the day.
Yeah.
You didn't realize that it was racist, you know, but doesn't mean you need to have them cancel completely and say, hey, you know, because there's a time, and there's a time for everything. Though there's a time to move on. I get that.
Yeah.
But there's also a time when we say, hey, this is a appreciative music, or it's art, and it's appreciated, you know. And like Dr. Seuss, but he was a good man, I think. So if he saw something that he thought was a racist, then yeah, if you want, he probably would have wanted it to be moved. But at least just
Well, from what I heard, I think they're saying the cancelers are saying he was horribly racist himself. So,
oh yeah,
yeah, and just those books, the Family Guy took those books out of circulation. There were just 6 of them.
yeah. And I thought they took him out of circulation for ages of 7 and below.
Or something, but it was apparently the family was involved in it. But.
Yeah, so whatever, it's up to them. They can do what they want. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I'm not a big fan of the cancer culture in particular, but I'm all for education. On that.
Well, you know, the one book where it said, wear a shirt, wear a sweater. One thing I know, white folks are better. That one was a little.
I did not say that. It did not say that. That was good though. No, but there was one of Asian descent that looked apparently not it was frowned upon, and then one from Africa as well. And you know,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, better not go there. Somebody will cancel us.
Well, I don't really care that much. I mean, I looked it up a little bit. It wasn't as bad as people said. People overreact. Oh, it's been canceled. No, there's 6 books aren't going to be out. You can get them if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably have them, you know.
Yeah, I think they just took them out of schools for, you know.
I'd never heard of some of them.
The ABCs of Yous and Me's.
Is that what it was?
I have no idea. There's an ABC one. And there's an ABC one.
Yeah. Is that really a book? Because that'd be a good one.
No, it's just, I think that was a rap song. No, actually.
If it's original, I'll steal it because that's good.
Actually, that is original. What the original line was That's the ABCs of Me, baby. That was
I like the
uh
ABCs of yous and me's. That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
The A's and B's of Me, baby, was off of Jerry Maguire. It was what's his name?
Cuba?
Cuba Gooden Jr. Yeah, Cuba Gooden. Cuba Gooden. Cuba Gooden Jr. He says, "That's the ABCs of Me, baby." You know, that's where that popped in my head. That's where that came from. But the ABCs of Yous and Me's, I like the Yous and Me's, and you can
That's good. The ABCs of yous and me's. That's a good one.
and we can make a book out of that.
Yeah.
You know,
Cuba
can
got
do
canceled for grabbing ass publicly a lot. He only did it like 140 times. That just seems like it's not even a habit because that's over 20 years.
that's
20 years. 140.
whoopity doo, whoopity doo, Basil. Some people have to hold on to certain things.
Well, they got video of it too, is the problem.
You know, who doesn't want to honk somebody? Say, honk, 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 honk. This guy like, how you doing? Honk, honk.
What's he been up to though? I haven't seen that. Maybe he is canceled.
He might be. I don't know. I liked him because we did not see him in the recent movie that we thought he would have, actually, which was Coming to America 2.
To America.
Coming to America 1,
To America.
he was getting his haircut, I do believe, in the barbershop, right?
Yeah, he was the guy in the original. But yeah, I thought I'd see him, but I saw a video with Eddie and him and Will Smith and somebody, but Martin Lawrence and Tracy Morgan. But I don't think Cuba was in there, as they say.
No.
Some people call him Cuba.
No.
I heard it's Cuba.
I know. So speaking of Cuba, was Martin Lawrence in the first one? I don't think he was. He wasn't anywhere in that movie. Or Will Smith, as a matter of fact.
No, he was. I'd never heard of him by at that point, like 87.
Oh, you know what? It just dawned on me, Brian.
What's that?
Because of that interview, that was a very powerful little moment with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Morgan and all those guys together, right?
Yeah.
In Hollywood, they kind of like bum rush the set. Why would you think that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence were there?
You just hanging with Eddie.
I bet you they were filming their police show, like the third or fourth one, the new one.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
in
maybe.
that same area where they happen to be, just happen to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would they just happen to be there? No, because they're filming for the Bad Boys Part 14. No, it's 4.
Well, actually, I think have they even done? Did they do 2? Is it just a few years ago?
They did 3. Yeah,
3.
3 just came out. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's too many. That's way too
Yeah,
many.
if it makes money, go for it. They're pretty funny guys. They're good.
Okay, yeah, that was the first one was good.
Yeah, and the second one wasn't bad. But I think they did 3 of them. I honestly did.
Yeah, I know.
Might be wrong.
I didn't even know they had done. Yeah, I remember now they had done 2. Is 3 called Bad Boys for Life?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Bad
this is-
Boys. So they did 3. Yeah, they might be working on 4. I don't know.
So that's what I was thinking when I saw that picture, just with all of them in there, which
Yeah.
is, I wonder, I don't mean to speculate, but I bet you, and that's if they're in that, if they happen to be in the theater down there at the recording studio,
Yeah,
it would make sense, right?
very possible.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I bet you anything. But speaking of which, out of those what is your favorite cop movie?
Cop
I'd say
movie?
cop action movie, action cop movie. So not just a
Yeah.
police movie, but action police movie.
I'm thinking Lethal Weapon, the original.
Oh, that's a good one, dude. That's number 1. I mean, they're all pretty darn good. But I will say that the number 1 is probably a very. I mean, it's one of the best movies I think for a police action movie. You're right.
I would have said Die Hard, but it's not really a police. He's there just as a guy. He's not doing police work. He's just there, and then he happens to be a cop. So Lethal Weapon, he was a cop.
It was an investigation movie, right?
Yeah, Martin Riggs.
Well, I think okay. So mine's a little updated, but I'll say The Departed.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's really good. Oh man, yeah.
because it's
Well, you have the bad cop that's Damon. Everybody thinks he's good, and then you have the undercover DiCaprio. Yeah, and then the old cop was Sheen.
yeah, no, that the whole thing is that's a great movie, and it's almost mafioso Godfather type of show, but it was a little slower, but it has action for certain and
Mark Wahlberg.
investigation.
Mark Wahlberg's character was awesome. He was great
Yeah.
at that. He was so edgy and angry all the time.
He is, and he was picking on Leo the whole time. I said Leonardo DiCaprio the whole time, so that was
But
good.
he was able to avenge him, so that's good. He took care of Damon at the end. That was weird and wild.
Yeah, and Matt Damon, that was a great.
Good old Irish Catholic boy gone bad. It was terrible.
Yeah, that was really.
Heartbreaking.
So if you haven't seen that movie, The Departed, folks, The Departed, with Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Wahlberg. It's definitely on the top. I'd say 9.9 on stars. I'd say 10 actually. Probably give it a 10. I don't know. What would you say? 9 or 10 on for it, right?
Well, I got to go with about a 10. I
Yeah, I don't
think anything I could do better. I can't think of any way to make it better.
So there's a police movie, and then as far as I do like that one. I do like funnier ones, and like Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
That's kind of a not suspense, but whodunit. I like the whodunits.
I do too.
I like the whodunits, and I like trial movies.
Oh yeah.
I love trial by movies. Just our trial by movies, movies by trial, whatever. That's funny, but yeah. Anytime they're doing
courtroom dramas.
Courtroom dramas, yeah, like The Accused or
Time to Kill.
Time to Kill is a great one. Runaway Jury. That was good. A few good, or 12 Angry Men.
And a few Good Men had a courtroom scene that was pretty darn good.
Yes, they did. That's, of course, the best one, actually. That's probably,
Well, we were earlier talking about Cuba Gooding Jr., and I want to show you his father, soul singer, the late Cuba Gooding Sr. He was in a soul band. They had a hit, I believe, in the 60s.
Oh.
60s or something. Yeah, I'm not sure the day, but yeah. That's Cuba Gooding Sr. You can definitely see the resemblance. Even though Cuba Jr. is adopted, you can still see the resemblance.
He's not adopted. You can tell it's him.
If we ever get an audience, they'll have fact checkers. I make up a lot of stuff.
Right, exactly. Speaking of which, what's Cuba Gooding Jr. doing nowadays? Do you look on his little page?
Well, I haven't looked it up, but that's a good question. Maybe he was canceled, but now it sounds like he's hanging out with Eddie Murphy a little bit.
Well, he wasn't on that scene, was he? He was not.
Yeah, he was there too.
No.
Oh, he wasn't? Am I making that up?
Yeah, I know where that came in from.
I could have sworn he was there hanging out in the back. We'll have to watch that again. It's only a 1 minute and 11-second video.
Yeah, I saw a video recently of Will Smith and his friend playing golf, doing something with him, and his friend back swings and hits him in the mouth and breaks his teeth. Have you seen that? Will Smith saw his teeth broken.
No, what was that in?
It's a fun. Well, it's not funny, but it's he's playing golf, teaching his buddy how to play golf, and he back swings, and it's like a 1 minute thing. And
oh yeah, I think I have seen that now.
Hits him in the mouth.
And a lot of funny stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a joke. I'm 100% certain it has to be a joke because his teeth are all just totally jacked up. And it's like pretty funny.
The latest news I have on Cuba Gooding Jr. is just, you might see it as good news for some, bad news for others. 30 women have come forward with groping accusations against him. So he's trying for the Cosby record of 56. He's halfway there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez. August 13, 2020. Oh, poor guy. You know, poor girls, whatever.
I'm not going to comment on this. I'm just giving the news. I'm like Walter Cronkite.
Hey, if you scroll down a little bit or up a little bit, just a little more.
Now, which one? This is up for me or up for you? Here's down.
Can you go up? Right there, that picture right there is what I want to put on my wall. The one of Peaky Blinders right there.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
It's right there. You can't see it now. It's right there. Look on. Go down a little bit. You can see it. It's right there.
Oh, I got pop-ups on my end. Are you seeing the little CNN pop-up where it shows?
Yeah, that's where it's at. It's in the pop-ups.
Oh, okay.
It was, yeah. And
yeah, so things aren't looking good. And that
Right
lawyer,
Right there.
right there. Look at that guy.
Look at the far right, Brian. On the far right of your screen.
Sorry. Oh, this is great. Discover something brighter with Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay, what are we looking for?
No, look. Let's see that picture I want to get right there. Did I?
Right here.
Yep, right there. That's a cool picture.
I like that. Pinky Blinders. Let's check it out. It's from canvascultures.com. Son of Peaky. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I didn't know what that was. And
Wow.
before I watched the show, that's the picture. Yeah. Oh, the apple right there, Son of Peaky. Yeah,
that's everything you want in one, because I couldn't find that picture. That's good. That's what you need.
Yeah,
that would be perfect behind you.
Well, I was thinking, I was wanting a couple of those on my red couch.
Well, what's cool is you look up one thing and something catches your attention. That was good.
I know. That's the for. The little people inside your computer pressing buttons going, oh, look, he looked at this for a second. You can tell because he held his little icon on there or something, you know. It's stupid. But speaking of which, if you haven't watched Social Dilemma yet, folks, by the way, that's another one.
Oh, yeah. That's
Social Dilemma. Write it down. That'll blow your mind. That's creepy, huh?
Definitely. It's very interesting. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was it makes you not want to play with your computer or your phone ever again.
Well, you're talking about the nature of the internet, you know, and as somebody that's been accused of being ADHD or whatever, the internet's a great place, but it can go both ways. Like I could be showing somebody something and then something catches their eye and we take off in a different direction, but it's also can be good.
Well, just like that, we were talking about Cuba Gooding Jr. and the next thing you know, we were talking about Peaky Blinders, you know.
Yeah. Well, we didn't really want to talk about it once we saw what's happening with the guy.
Right.
Let's move
Poor
on.
guy. Oh man.
I bet that newscasters are like that. Could we move on from this story? They don't even want to do it.
Right. Yeah, because
just the whole nature of it. It's terrible.
That sucks. Well,
yeah. And like you said, it's sad for everybody, the victims and him and everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what to say about it because it's like, I mean, as a let's go on. That's just a bad thing. It's like, wow, what do you say?
Eddie Murphy and Arsenio are doing really good. It's been fun watching their interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think? Eddie Murphy and Arsenio,
I've
done so many interviews with them, and Arsenio just seems like a great guy.
Yeah, I think he's gone back in time and he's not aged at all.
It's amazing. Eddie looks good too, but Arsenio still looks young.
Yeah, well, I think for some odd reason, it looks like he's got filler in his whole face, really, which I hope not. I wouldn't think so. But when I say a filler, it's like he looks like he's drinking lots and lots of water, which you're supposed to do, you know. I wouldn't say, yeah.
You were right on your prediction too. Here it is. What to expect from Bad Boys 4. So it's in production.
Oh, look at that. Boy, yeah. Yeah, look at that. How smart can you be? Look at that. I started thinking to myself, why in the hell would they be together? I mean, it'd be fun to see them, but why are they on the set, you know?
Yeah.
Huh.
Martin Lawrence looks constipated in this one.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. He looks like he's swollen up.
Oh, there's another sequel right there on the far right, too. What's that about?
Justice League 2, Zack Snyder explains what happens in his unmade sequel.
I never watched Justice League 1. Maybe I did. I'm not quite certain.
Okay, here's a pretty good jacket, too. You see this hot jacket right here?
Yeah, that's a Peaky Blinders jacket. That's funny.
Is that Pinky Blinders too?
Basically,
They're taking
basically,
over the fashion world, man.
they are. That's hilarious.
You were one of
Well,
the early proponents of the whole thing. You were the one of the first guys to tell me about that show. I'd never heard of it.
yeah, I had neither. Like I said, I was looking for I saw the portrait, and I was like, well, oh, that's a cool portrait, and I might get that. And then all of a sudden, it's funny how usually people buy things and they off of the show. Well, no, I was looking at buying that, and then learned about the show instead.
Oh, okay.
And well, that's not the Peaky Blinders, but
Oh, that's cool. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty darn cool. Check that out. Look
kind
at
of a
it.
man. I don't know what the hell that is actually.
I like that, but it's more for a rock and roll situation.
Yeah, I would say as for somebody much slender than myself.
What network or whatever is Pinky Blinders on? Is it on Netflix?
Yes, Peaky Blinders is on Netflix. Yeah,
Great. It's a good plug for Netflix. There's so many good shows. It's hard to
there is. Yeah, no, for sure. I think Netflix is pretty much a solid way to go on everything nowadays. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I
I canceled it for a while, and now I'm doing HBO Max for a while. There's so many good things on there, and then I got Prime, so I did a
Right.
1 month trial of Prime because I had to order some stuff. So it's kind of cool to have their own network.
Speaking of which, you're gonna make me remind myself to call my cable company today and either cancel or I don't know. I don't need to watch
Thinking about it, you're thinking about it, but do you want to lose Pinky Blinders? We have a way to get it without that. I don't know.
No, I won't lose Peaky Blinders. I have Roku. I've got which has my Netflix on it, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you gotta.
all the paid stuff I have. The only thing I won't get is automatic feed from MSNBC probably.
Oh, you never know.
Or Fox News.
Yeah, man. But this was, bless you twice. Bless you twice. There's ways to get that anyway.
Oh, there is. I get it. Yeah, I'm
Funny
sure
because
there
they
is.
call it, they say cut the cable, but in our case with Comcast, you don't really cut the cable. You just cut the cable service and the overpricing. You still get the cable signal and you get pretty good internet. Wouldn't you say
Yeah.
pretty good internet?
Well, I get great internet. Yeah. So
Comcast, I'd say I get good, great. Well, I got too big of an area I'm trying to cover,
yeah.
but
Yeah, well,
they're getting stronger internet coming up. I heard, and more strong, stronger signals.
like the 5G or something.
What's that?
5G or
I don't
Tesla
know if
got
it's
something.
5G.
Well, Tesla has the new stuff out too that's supposed to be free actually if you buy their.
Ah, whoa.
Yeah. So that's
Seriously?
yeah.
I like
That's but it's for people who are like on satellite and stuff most of the time because I mean it's for everybody. It will be for everybody, but right now, what is it? What is it? I know a friend of mine, I think he got it at her house. Because they just launched all these satellites.
Yeah, satellite stuff. I've heard that's going to be great. And so,
Yeah, but usually the upload and download is much less than what we have here.
yeah.
So, because the upload, you got to put it into space and shove all this stuff up there really slowly, But it's still the same. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. I don't know how that internet stuff works. Apparently, I'm not that smart, right?
Now I have a question. If you could have your own town, like you're from a planned city. If you could plan your own city and make it, what would you call it? And give us a little bit of info about this town you would make.
If I had a town to make myself,
Right now,
I would.
21.
uh,
Post
21.
pandemic.
Well, because I'm conceited, I would say possibly Knowlesville, or Knowlesville, or something like that, or instead of Simpleton, it'd be Simpletown. I don't know. Depends how big the city is, metropolitan area or whatnot. But I don't know. I actually like a lot of names from from Greece and Italy, and so if I was gonna name a town other than Knowlesville, I'm thinking of Pottersville now. But I don't know, City of Rodan or something, or I don't know. Depends on where it's at. It's just
Yeah, it could be anywhere you want though.
How come anywhere I want?
Guys, it could be 400 people, 4,000, 40,000.
Well, I think
Tough
that
question.
a city of 20,000 people is great. Not too big. What are we at now? We're in Longview alone is 35, I think that.
Something like
So,
that. 32. I don't know. They're over 30, I believe.
yeah, I'd say 15 to 20,000. And yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question, interesting question, but yes. What about you?
Well, I might go with
Quid pro quo.
feel this. It's Willoughby. It's the city in Twilight Zone where the guy went in a dream and life was perfect. It was about 6,000 people, ice cream vendors and covered wagon type stuff. It was pretty cool. Carriages. It was like a
I have carriages.
that's just to get away from everything. I built a really peaceful place. Might even have the word peaceful in it. Peaceful Acres or Shady Grove, something where you can just enjoy a nice time and people
That's
aren't,
shady. Yeah.
people aren't in a hurry.
So like if I think you're with the old, not Mulberry, but what do you call it? City
Mayberry is pretty cool.
Mayberry, yeah, not Mulberry, Mayberry, yeah, something like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the smaller cities. Yeah,
Plant City would be kind of cool though. I'd probably actually go with something a little more updated, but
I would go in a little warmer climate, just a little bit more.
yeah, I'd go warmer. I might go northern or southern California. I might go southern. No
Yeah.
Arizona though. Arizona has no ocean and it's hotter than hell.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
Appreciate
Arizona.
the
I would say by Santa Barbara,
Oh, that's a
California.
nice area. Even
So-
up by San Diego, like there's areas there that are pretty
Just a
ocean.
little north of Santa Barbara, I think would be great. But then again, if we go north, we go away from the ocean. So, but
Santa Barbara's pretty cool, and so is Ventura and Oxnard, believe it or not. It's a weird name, Oxnard.
well, I think that Santa Barbara probably has the most I don't know, nice climate there is in United States today. I think it's kind of like
Supposed
the
to
whole area.
Supposed to be
Yeah.
supposedly the best city to live in the United States is San Luis Obispo in California. It's about I think 100 miles from LA, 150 or something. San Luis Obispo, we call it.
Well, the number one place to move to in 2019, 2020 is Boise State, Idaho, or excuse me, Boise, Idaho. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where my daughter currently is, and she loves it. But it's a very relaxed college city, and it's growing, and it's very beautiful. Not I'm never in a rush over there. It seems like there's not a lot of traffic, so that's the big thing right there. I mean, you're 5 hours away from everything else, though. Literally
Yeah.
stuck over there. It's or 3 hours away at least.
I was there a long time ago, but I wasn't there very long. I didn't like it at all, but it might be better now. It just doesn't, when I look at it, doesn't seem like my cup of tea, so that's fine.
Now, matter of fact, I wonder if we can find number one places to move to in the United States right now. You can look at.
Yeah, I'll look it up. I wouldn't mind going to Montana, though. I have a friend there, and I always wanted to check out Montana. That's some rugged stuff.
Well, to me, I went to Montana a couple times, and it's very pretty country. It's just it seemed like it was very where the neighbors are probably a mile in between people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just kind of weird. I mean, for me, well, not a mile, but it seemed like there's a lot of, but the population was very low.
Yeah, I'd just like to go see it. I heard some good things like Flathead Lake and all that.
Well, it's funny that now that Joe Rogan is mastering the world of his talk show host, how many people, like Republicans in particular, right side, are talking about wanting to move there because the laws are a little different and they want to, but as far as it goes, it was them, the Texas government, who wanted to secede from the Union multiple times, and because they did that, because they pulled away from the current grid that America has on our power grid, that is what caused the freezing of all their electricity last month. They're no longer they're not on our grid, on our power grid. Texas is not. So
Yeah, and they also have some restrictive laws that I don't like. They claim to be a free state, but that seems like BS to me. So I don't see the lure of it. But Rogan wanted to get out of that high tax thing he was doing in LA, and he said LA was getting too crazy. So I agreed with him. I got it.
well,
Like,
I
I don't
agree.
have Texas. Just doesn't sound good. It's like the taxes aren't as low as people claim, and it's got a lot of laws that restrict freedoms and stuff. So they claim to be, all about liberty, but I don't buy it.
Yeah, and that's
I don't buy it, folks. That's
I
called a
don't.
Texas lie.
Yeah, and that's the problem I
Nothing
hear.
against Texas.
When anybody's saying, "Hey, come look at me, tell me how awesome I'm doing," you don't
Yeah.
know about the bad stuff. You know what I mean? We're not showing you the bad stuff. That's how it is with everything, politics and everything else.
Well, I want to go there though. I want to go see it so that I can say
I
for
do too.
myself.
Yep.
Right now, all I can do is from what I read. Now, here's the thing about 25 best places to live in the U.S.
At one time, Longview, Washington was top 10 places to go, not move to, but to visit. It said, I think, ideal home,
Yeah, but
place
then
to live, rankings. It's on there.
they took away those merry-go-rounds that could spin as fast as you can make them, and that the town went downhill after that.
We're here.
They used to have these merry-go-rounds. You could spin a guy around so fast that his only way out was to throw up or fall off.
Yeah, I love that.
Got rid of all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure. So
Tourism went down 82% after that happened. Now I wonder where these are though. Okay, we got.
If you click over on your blue, there's a blue highlighted spot that says best living places rankings over here on the middle of the page.
Oh, here's one: Green Bay, Wisconsin. I can see this is not going to work. Oh, there it is. Green Bay, Wisconsin, 317,000 people. The average salary is 45,000. Doesn't that seem low?
Well, yeah, but if you live there and it does seem low, but we were talking to somebody the other day who was saying that they were making $3.50 an hour somewhere.
Wow.
For at a waitressing or bartending. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, but then again, when the American government says they want to boost it up to $15 per person, sounds kind of crazy, especially if you're making $4 an hour and all of a sudden you got a minimum wage. It goes to 15. That's kind of crazy. However, we had found out also, I do believe, that if the government had stayed with the unemployment rate with the rate of our taxes and our what am I trying to say there?
Inflation. I think
inflation. Yeah. At the rate of inflation, we should be paying them $22 an hour for unemployment.
I've heard something like that.
Not unemployment, but for minimum wage. That's pretty crazy.
Okay, well, I've got the technical glitch fixed, and now we got the 25 best places. I thought I had it fixed. See, they're throwing this crap at me, advertisement. So I'll have to figure that one out.
Well, don't click here. Don't click here. There you go.
No, I will never click there, but I'm trying to get rid of it. This is, they're just making it hard on the regular guy.
Well, I'm looking at
There's a picture of James Gandolfini. Okay, let's try this. Green Bay.
I know, I'm looking there. Yeah, that's some funny stuff.
Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 1. That's our friend Johan, and he's into that Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is number 1, or that's the top?
Green Bay, Wisconsin. It was 25, actually. Dallas, Fort Worth.
25.
Well, yeah, 24. This one's too slow, so I'm going to abort the mission.
Well, if you just say in the list, and you just
I'll get it in list form next time. So that's
or if you put it in, if you're Googleizing it, if you're Googling it, press pictures, to see in images. If you press images, it'll show you just without going the whole, top
Yeah,
movies. Yeah. Let's see if I can do that. I don't even know if I can.
I'm doing that. I'm trying it right now. And sometimes if you mention the word list, it'll give it to you in a nice image of a list form. So it's just the particulars of they still call it web surfing?
Web search. I don't know.
Web surfing or
don't know.
surfing the web?
I'm I need to get back in the gym, by the way, while we're thinking about something else.
We all do.
I can't wait till I get my second shot of the virus, folks, because when I get my second shot of the virus, I will get back in the gym. And that's I have to do it. And
Well, don't get a shot of the virus. Get one of the vaccine. That's what I'm doing.
okay, vaccine, whatever. I'm gonna get that and party like it's 1999, and it's going to be Orgy City. I'm kidding, but I'm going to be able to at least see my friends and family again, and that's not one of the same.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Here's
but
25 best small towns. We got Traverse City, Michigan's a big one. It's 15,000 people. That's
yeah,
pretty-
that's Michigan's got some nice old places, but doesn't
Oh,
Jacksonville, Oregon? Where's that
yeah, I
at?
love that town. That is so cool.
I don't have a clue where that's at.
Oh, it's in Southern Oregon. It's something else, man. It
By
is
Ashland?
really cool. What?
By Ashland?
Medford area, I believe, around there. Yeah, Ashland. I went there. My dad was born in around that area. It's pretty cool. It's an old west town. It is one of the best. Let's look at this one. Look at that. Dahlonega, Georgia, 6,400. That's a
People?
beautiful picture. Dahlonega,
Yeah.
Georgia.
What was
Look
that,
at
wineries, or what was that?
that
I
Dahlonega.
can't see yet, but I'm gonna say that's New
Oh,
Mexico.
look at this. Look at this.
Oh, it just tells you at the very top, it's an ad.
I got the pop-up going.
You didn't do the images, did you? Did you?
No, but I wanted to see this actual list. Dahlonega, Georgia. I wanted to go small towns. They had a list. So if you do the image, does it just show a one picture or a bunch
Well,
of?
if you say a list, it should just show the pictures, yeah, I think.
Okay. Well, I want to see I love this photo of Taos, New Mexico. You've heard
I've
of
never been to New Mexico. I've been to
that. I'd like to do.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that. Oh, Vermont.
Yeah, Vermont in the fall, absolutely.
Wow.
I'm
New
where's that?
Jersey. Look at that, New Jersey.
New Jersey. I see that and I think of the movie with the Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Sitka, Alaska. You ever been to Alaska?
Sadly, I have not. What is that? That's a cool place.
This is Cooperstown, New York. It's the home of the Baseball Hall of Fame. The Baseball Hall of Fame.
There's a Coop town. Actually, it's Coopville, Washington.
Yeah, Coupe, like the
Yeah.
car. It's
My
really,
mother was born there. Yeah, Coopville, Washington.
we're coming down to the last 5 minutes. I figured we'd get into talking a little bit, but that's pretty cool to see those towns. Vermont. I would like to check.
Well, I think nobody's watching us probably today, but that's okay because they don't usually. But either way, if you do like us, if you like our ramblings to keep you awake or put you to sleep, please like and subscribe to our little show here.
Yeah.
We'll make it
And
better
on
next
Facebook-
time. Of
On
course,
Facebook, what if they want to like your page? What's it called? LB Hour Production.
LBHOUR hour, and we might be under production.
Productions, yeah, LB Hour Productions, and we'll work on getting that presence going.
Yeah, and we will. I know that because I think we had actually over 600 views of our last event. So that was pretty good, and that was actually the
We can
second
get them.
time.
Yeah, if they'll like your Facebook page, LBR Facebook page, if they'll do that, that'd be a really nice bump up. We have a good audience.
Yeah, and the funny part about that is that that was our second attempt that night, so it's only getting better every time.
Yeah, no, we're
Right.
doing it. That's good. I want to see more people do it. I want to see more live shows.
Yeah,
I can't
more
always
like
get out.
yeah, and you're welcome to tell us anything you guys like about or don't like about those shows, I think we should maybe do the shows a little like more musicians, possibly less time,
Well, there was a duo in town over just 2 blocks away over there at Scooters, and that guy Steve, he brought him in. So he brings in some good acts from out of town. So there might be a way to work that out and get some of
Well,
them.
if you talk to Steve, get him over and they can maybe warm up on your show and then go to this place. That would be cool.
Perfect timing, because 7 o'clock you don't start playing live music at the bar. Always, usually it's 8 or 9, right? So come on over, play a half hour, even play 2 songs. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would be good.
Their Scooters is on the list of things to do in Kelso on TripAdvisor.
All right, there you go. Well, if you come in with a motorcycle, that's the place to go.
It is. See, TripAdvisor wants to appeal to all different types of people. Rich people that want to go to the finer restaurants, other people that want to check out history, people that like the rugged stuff, the gritty stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's why I would have thought that the KTP, the Kelso Theater Pub, would have been on that list for them things to do.
I don't know if maybe he didn't send anything in or how it works.
Or there's no skate world anymore, but that picture was pretty old, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else is available out there.
That would be something the downtowners can do, is keep that thing updated, because you don't want them to go. People go to TripAdvisor if they see out of date stuff.
Yeah.
Not good. That'd be a good thing for the downtowners.
Yeah, but so as of yesterday, we did that 10 good things about the person that you didn't like, right? So find me 10 good things we can promote Kelso.
Yeah, we'll do the same for Longview too. I like that, because I want to update that TripAdvisor.
How much time we have? We have no time to do that.
Not right now. I'll write that one down. That'll be our assignment for tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. 10 good things about Kelso and 10 good things about Longview.
Yeah, and then we can look up how to get things added to TripAdvisor. That's a good challenge, though. We each have to come up with.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. So that's a challenge for tomorrow.
Challenge for tomorrow. 10 good things to talk about your city.
All right. I like it.
You're welcome to add things on here, folks. Let us know. We need to pound this out. Look, it's the pound hour. We're at the magic time. Ready?
All right.
And you can both play with us.
2. Oh, tie. Okay.
Right.
Begin. 1, 2. Oh, I got you.
You did.
Might be 4 in a row. Well, we'll see you tomorrow with 10 things that we like about where we are.
I like my house. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.